What is up, guys? It's Warren here from Blue Cloud Creation X, and today we have another fun tutorial. Let me delete this. Today we have another really fun tutorial. We're going to go over character movement. So we're going to move the character. Let me just say let me just talk a little bit about the ball. So I'm going to use the ball as a character. And so in this tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to move the ball left, right, and up and down for the first part of the tutorial, just in case you're making like a space invader game, or that you in space and you're just moving your character from around the screen. And then I want to show you the second moving tutorial, in which you have a game like Super Mario, where the players on the ground moving left and right and jumping. So I'm going to show you how to jump. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to just remove these because I've been practicing with it. Let me remove this. The first thing on our ball, I'm going to add a script. I'm going to call this move. Now we're just going to wait for Unity to do its thingy. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. And ta-da! Let's open up our move script. So so we open up here, we have a clean script. So in update, I'm going to call the function move. Then we're going to create the function. So inside of move, we're going to create an XPOS. So we're going to get access. So first thing we're going to do is get the horizontal. Did I spell it right? Horizontal. Yes. Let me just quickly explain. If we go to our project settings and we go into input, which we are using, if you look at horizontal, it's using the keypad. So we have left and right, and vertical we also have A and D. So this is an alternative position, and here we have up and down and S and W. So using the up, down, left, right, it will relate to this horizontal axis. So let's go here. I think this should be capital. So we're going to get that, then we're going to multiply this by time dot delta time. So it's frame rate independent, and we're going to multiply by speed. So we can make this a serializable field, but I'm just going to say 10F because I see that seems to work. But you can initialize it at the top, serialized field, speed 10, and then you can change it in the inspector. But we're going to leave that here. I'm going to be lazy again. Copy this, paste this. I'm going to say Y position, input. This should be vertical. If I get the spelling wrong, then it won't work. And then we're going to say transform dot position is equal to new vector 2, and then we're going to pass in our XPOS. But first, transform dot position dot X. So we want our current position plus our change, and then we of course want a Y position. So this should work. Let's give it a try. Wait. my famous error, return types and accesses. I think they call this accesses, but yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, so move member names cannot be the same as enclosing type. Oops, I named the function and the class the same thing. So move, see, I already have a move ball here, so we should delete this. But let's leave that alone. I'm going to call it move character, move character. So if we move our ball, let's wait for it, move it right, left, up, down. So if you're playing a space invader game, this will be our spaceship. We'll move left, right, shoot, 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 and yeah. So now the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to make a 2D platformer where we have a character that runs left and right and can jump. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go into projects. Let's see what sprites we have. So I'm just going to make this into a block. Let's add box collider. So for the ball, I'm going to add a circle collider. So when we actually play now, so on our ball, let's add a rigid body. So this gives it physics elements. Now let's play, and the ball should fall onto the surface. Okay, so we can move the ball left and right on the surface if it was character, but we can't jump. We don't actually want to use this y coordinate because it just hovers, or we jump in it. I mean, you can use it depending on your game, but I prefer to use add force. So let's change it up a bit. So we're going to, this is another thing, so I'm going to take this y pause out. We don't actually need the vertical axis, so I'll just comment this out. And then we're going to say if, so input dot get key down. So if we want, what key do we want? If it's space, if space is pressed down, we want rigid body. We want our rigid body. So we want the rigid body of our not read only collectible base. Rigid body get component. What component do we want? Yep, rigid body 2D, and initialize it. Rigid T. Okay, component. So add force. The force that we're adding is transform. We want the vertical plus direction multiplied by 200. This is the force we're adding. Okay, so there's actually a float. It's not force, but it's a float multiplied by that, so that adds the force. So let's go into play. Falls, move left and right, so up and down don't work like space. Oh, that space is a bit little, okay? But yeah, let me just correct that. Let's make it 400. But that's it for the tutorial, guys. Hit subscribe. Let me just show you all the jump quickly. So move around, jump, jump. Yeah, that's it for the tutorial, guys. Hit subscribe and like this video. There'll be a whole bunch of new tutorials coming in. You can also play my first game in the description, so that's on the Play Store, so only for Android. Also leave my Instagram page there, which you can follow me on, and you can join a Discord server, so there's always material and people joining in. And yeah, that's it for the tutorial, guys. Take care.